But sleep is so important because without good sleep, our brain doesn't have time to download everything and we don't create memories. So if you're finding yourself having brain fog, having hard time remembering things, it could go back to relate it to sleep. And sleep also, not having good sleep can cause strokes. Well, it can't cause it, but it can lead to, it makes it more likely to have strokes, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, all of this stuff, because your body actually rests when you're sleeping. Your blood vessels and heart gets time to kind of repair itself while you're sleeping. So there's a lot of good stuff that happens in your body with the sleep. And if we don't sleep good, again, it's just as important as exercise, as important as eating healthy. We have to take care of these things. It's just like taking care of your car. You got to put good gas in it. You got to put, you got to wash it. You got to do the stuff. So you think about our bodies is something that needs maintenance. We just got to take care of it. So we're going to do that today. We're going to start by just sitting, find a good seat. I'm going to scoot back just a bit and let your shoulders kind of roll down your back. And I'm gonna mute everybody so we don't have any weird background noises.
Oh, well, I don't need that. I won't let it go.
All right, so settle into your seat. Rock your sit bones a little side to side. Give it a little rock. Now come back just to neutral. Firmly plant your feet into the ground. Again, relax the shoulders, lengthen out your neck, and feel the crown of your head lifting so you're not kind of drooping down. The midsection of your body is getting longer, and you place your hands on your lap. We're going to start with that breathing technique. So I want you to breathe in through your nose, unless it's stuffed up. And then exhale out your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. 2 more. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Last one. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. And now we're going to take our index fingers. And there's this little space right here. So don't stick your finger in your ear. You're just going to close off the little piece right beside your ear. Do you see this? We're just going to close off. So you're like trying to make it, don't stick your fingers in your ear, but close off your ears and everything's going to sound muted. And then we're going to hum. So close off your ears and hum. And hum as long as you can, and then pause, let go of the ears, and then take a big breath in, and then hum for the second time. So we'll do it together. Inhale. Big inhale. One more big inhale, all through the nose. And roll out your hands. So what that does is it vibrates your sinus cavities, right? So when you're vibrating, it kind of helps them relax. So when you have sinus pressure, that's something I do a lot. They say hum. Just humming kind of releases some tension in the sinus cavities. So we'll roll out our wrist. And now take your hands and interlace them and place your hands on your heart and point your elbows out. Close your eyes for just a moment. Set an intention or a dedication for your practice. Nothing's coming to your mind. Just invite a sense of calm and of patience, kindness into your heart. And bring a smile to your face. Recognize your physical body. All right, we'll open our eyes. Let's turn our hands, point your thumbs down, press your arms out, straighten your elbows. Push out through your fingers, and you can kind of stretch those fingers too by just kind of squeezing the hands forward or pushing the hands forward. And we'll inhale and reach the arms up overhead, slight bend in the elbows, palms up, and we're going to lean over to the right. Come back through center, we'll lean over to the left. And we'll come one more time to the right and left. No, over to the left this time. Now release your hands up, and we're going to roll out the wrists, bringing the hands down, out wide, and then just rolling the hands until the shoulders come down and the hands point to the floor. Lift up your left shoulder towards your ear and then pull it back and draw it down and forward. So really focus on that left trapezius muscle, circling it out. You notice you can bend your elbow and kind of do it all willy-nilly, and that's fine too. But if you're really trying to work on that muscle right there, that a lot of times when carrying, purse or something heavy on your shoulders, it can get pretty tight. Good. We'll take one more circle around, and then place your right hand over here on your left shoulder, and then give it a squeeze. So give yourself a little massage. So squeezing that shoulder, come up around the neck, and just give yourself a little self-massage. And then we're going to walk our hands down our arm, giving just a little bit of pressure, a little bit of squeeze, all the way down to the elbow, and then to the forearm, and then to the wrist, and then to each finger, giving each little finger a squeeze. If you have arthritis or a little bit of fluid in your knuckles, this might feel good just to kind of massage it. And then shake out the left hand. Roll out the left shoulder one more time. And then let's do the other side. So concentrate on the right shoulder, lift it up, and then push it back, down, and forward. Good. See if you can keep your right elbow straight. Big circles. Do one more time around. And then take that left hand, place it on your right shoulder. And again, give a little bit of squeeze to that muscle. What I'm squeezing is I'm trying to pinch a little bit into the space just behind my shoulder. Give a little squeeze. If it feels good, do it a little harder. If it doesn't feel good, do it a little softer. And then bring your hands down your arm, giving it a squeeze. And then the forearms. And the wrist. And then squeezing all the way to the fingernails on each finger. A little self-massage. And then shake out your right hand. Good. Now let's take our thumbs and point them out away from our hips, opening up the front of our throat. Take your right hand over here and place it on your heart and tilt your head to the right. When you do that, I want you to feel the length in the front of your throat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Again, deep breath in. Exhale it out. Lift your head back up to neutral. We'll switch sides. Left hand goes over here to the right collarbone. Tilt your head a little to the left. Lift and make your neck nice and long. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. One more. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Take your hands, interlace them. We're going to work the back of the neck. So place your hands so that your thumb is touching your neck and your fingers, your 8 fingers, are holding on to the bottom of your skull. Point your elbows out. And now we're going to tuck the chin towards the chest. Don't force your hands to press into your head, but just leave them there because gravity and the weight of your hands is going to help. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Look at your belly button. Find the stretch in the back of your neck. Now inhale, lift up. We're going to take some side to side, moving the torso left and right. Keep your feet grounded. Your feet want to move when your hips want to move, but try to keep those steady. Just focus on the upper half of your body. So this spinal twist feels really good to me today. I don't know how I slept last night, but I must have been in a ball. All right, one more time to each side. And now let's come back through center. Extend the arms up. Tadasana, extended mountain pose. Reach up through your fingertips. Lift the crown of your head and press your feet into the ground. Again, make yourself as big as possible here. Now we're going to exhale the hands forward, reaching out, and then your hands to your knees. Tuck your chin towards your chest, cat pose. Rounding the shoulders forward. Feel the stretch in your spine. Inhale, we're going to lift up, push your chest and heart forward, shoulders drop down and back, head lifts up for your cow pose. Exhale into cat pose, round and tuck the chin. Inhale, cow, exhale, cat. And now do a couple of these using your breath to tell you when to move. Articulate the spine in a way that feels good to you today. There's no real right or wrong. It's just what it is. Do about 4 more. Take your time. Breathing and moving. One more. We're going to round into this cat-like shape. Press your feet into the ground, and then we're going to slide our hands down into a fold. So let your body drape over your legs. Since this is our first full fold, it might not be your best one. So just let it be as it is. Reach for your ankles, your toes, or the floor. If you're feeling dizzy, keep your head up. If it feels good, drop the crown of your head down and sway your head a little side to side. Again, loosening up the back of your neck. Good. Now come back through center. Look down at your feet and press your feet into the ground. Slowly rise back up. Neutral spine. Let's take our left arm and reach it forward. As we reach that left arm forward, be active like you're about to reach out to shake my hand. Now lift up your right knee. Stay here or add on and kick the right foot forward. So from the right hip to the right toes, it's a straight line pushing outwards. Same thing, left shoulder to left fingers, reaching out. Exhale, lower down. Let's try the other side. Right hand reaches out. Left knee rises. Extend the left leg. Reach out. Sit taller. So squeeze in the belly. Use your core here. Exhale, lower. Right, other side. Right knee comes up, left arm comes out. Kick out your right foot. And now we're going to add on this right hand, reach it behind you with a twist. And lower. Let's do the other side. Left leg reaches out, right arm reaches forward, and your left arm's going to reach back. So turning your torso to the left side of the room. Point your toes towards you. And lower. Inhale, we'll sweep our arms up. Exhale into cactus arms. Lift your head. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, your hands round and tuck your chin to your chest. Hands touch your knees. Exhale, slide down. Inhale, lift up halfway, shoulders back. Point your head forward. Exhale, fold and dive down. Press your feet. Reach out and up. Lift your right foot. Standing leg raise. Now extend that right leg in front of you. We're going to round and reach. Inhale up. We're going to do a couple of these. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. 1 more. Reach up, reach up, reach up. Lift up that right leg. Bend the knee, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Reach out and up. Left knee comes with you. Press out your left foot. Soften the shoulders. Round and reach. Inhale, straight spine, reach up. Round and reach. And up. Round and reach. And up. And round, hollow out that belly. This is your core. Reach. 1 more. And up. Bend the knee, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reach out and up. Exhale to cactus arms. Toe heel your feet out just a little bit wide so that your feet are give you enough space to drop your belly. We're going to go a little lower in this fold this time. So reach up tall. Exhale, swan dive. Fold in between your legs this time and let your head go a little further down. Again, maybe you can touch the floor. If you can't touch the floor, that's okay. See if you can relax the shoulders. Now we're going to sway from one knee to the other knee. Just letting the torso move from side to side here. Feel that nice sway. Other option is to hold your elbows. Call this ragdoll. You can just sway your body a little side to side. Switch your grip if you're doing the elbows. And now as we come up, we're going to come up nice and slow. We've been down there a while. Slide your hands up your legs. Roll the shoulders back. Take the arms out wide to a T. We're going to take some helicopter twist. So just twisting to right, to left. Again, keep your feet nice and stable. So I'm going to challenge you here. When you twist to the right, look to the left. When you twist to the left, look to the right. So see if you can turn your head in the opposite direction your arms are going. Mindful movements. Means you have to go a little slower. It means you have to learn how to chew gum and walk at the same time. Just making your brain work. Takes concentration. All right, come back through center. Take your hands to your lap, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest up, and push your belly forward. Pull your elbows in towards your ribs. And find this nice length in the front of your throat. And then we're going to stick our tongue out for lion's breath. So again, working the front of our chest, you're going to go. Don't worry, you're home, nobody cares. So just take a deep breath in through your nose and then stick your tongue out and go. One more deep breath in. All right, reach your arms out. Look at your knees. If they're too far apart, you want to bring them a little closer together because we're going to fold forward and then we're going to take some twists. So hands come down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Now we're going to take your right forearm, place it across your lap. So your elbow and hand are on each knee, and then sweep the left arm up. This is such a yummy twist. And then we'll switch sides. Take the left arm across your lap, reach your right hand up. And lower down. Try it again. Left arm up. Right arm up. Left arm up. Big stretch. Right arm up. Oh, this feels so nice today. Left arm up, big stretch overhead. Maybe you reach it over your ear. And lower. Right arm reaches up, maybe over your right ear. And we'll take the right arm down. Take both hands to your knees. Roll those shoulders back. Press your feet in and come and arch your back. If you can't see what I'm doing, is I'm pushing my tailbone back, rolling the shoulders back and pushing my head up. So I'm getting this little arch. You feel my belly rounding, shoulders back. Ooh. And then exhale, fold again. See if you can go a little deeper in that fold. Request for forward folds. Feel the feet. Feel the shoulders. If you do have sinus issues, sometimes folding forward is not your friend. Slide yourself up halfway. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Reach out and up. Bring your hands to your heart. Toe heel your feet together and sit to the edge of your chair. So rock yourself to the edge of the chair. We're going to lift the right foot up. Take the right foot over here to the right side and look over your left shoulder. And bring it back in. Now draw a circle with the right knee. Ooh, I hear lots of crunching in my hips. Now circle the other way. And then what we're going to do is come into eagle legs. You're going to cross the legs. You can cross them up here, or you can cross at the ankle. So as we cross those legs, we're going to take the opposite hand. So left hand's going to go across your right knee. Take your other hand to the back of the chair, lift your spine, lift your head, and then twist. So encouraging the left shoulder to come forward, right shoulder to go back, and there's this nice long evenness in the shoulder. One shoulder's not like way up here. The shoulder's even. And now keep those legs crossed, but turn back center. You're going to take the right arm on the bottom and then give yourself a hug and lift the elbows out. We're going to make a circle in the sky with your elbows. And then we're going to round, come through center, pause right there with your elbows pointing towards your knees, and then tuck your chin in towards your chest and round and tap your elbows and knees. And then inhale, lift them up and point them away from you. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. One more. Exhale, round. We're going to hold this one. And as you come out of it, we're going to lean onto your left hip and kick your right leg out. So open your arms wide, lean to the left hip, kick out the right leg. So we're balancing on your left leg, left hip. Big stretch out, point your toes out and up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Reach out all the way up. Hands to your heart. Lift your left knee. Bring it up. Press your right foot into the ground. Draw a circle with the left knee. Notice how one hip feels a little different than the other. Notice that as you're doing this, you're keeping a little bit of balance. You're using your core so you don't flop over. Circle the other way. Good. Now, come all the way around and either cross knees on top of knees or cross over ankles. And we'll take that twist. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see me. Right hand's going to go across your left leg. Your other hand's going to either hold onto the chair or bind it behind your back and turn your torso. So taking a nice big twist. Lift your head up. Relax your shoulders down. Unwind yourself. We're going to take that left arm on the bottom, make an X shape, and then hold onto your shoulders. Point your elbows out, and then draw some circles. And you'll feel this in your torso, your spine, your chest, your shoulders. Circle the other way. And then point your elbows forward towards over your knees. Tuck your chin down towards your chest. And then round and tap. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Exhale, round. Inhale, rise. You're going to unwrap your arms, kick out your left leg, lean onto that right hip. Press out through your left foot. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, we'll sweep our arms to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, reach forward and bow down. Inhale, we'll lift up halfway, strong back. Exhale, fold. Rise up. Hands to your heart. Let's stand now and move to behind, or actually in front of our chair. So we're going to start with the chair, the seat facing you. So take your time getting there. Grab a sip of water if you need it. We can not cut off my forehead. All right. So we're going to stand, and the chair is going to be in front of us. And start in Tadasana, just a standing mountain pose. So I was listening to a yoga teacher talk about yoga myths. For years, I've been teaching ground through the four corners of your feet. But if you take just a moment and look at your feet, your legs are attached to the back by the heels. They're not attached in the middle of your feet. So it's hard to spread out the weight. So for a moment here, I want you to put as much weight as you can into your heels. So see what happens when you just shift your weight into your heels. Your toes want to float up, right? See what happens. Now shift your weight to your toe mounds and into your toes. Grip the mat or grip the floor with your toes as if you're trying to pick up whatever underneath you with your toes, like if your toes were just kind of gripping it in. So squeeze those toes towards the floor. And now relax the toes. Now we're going to turn our toes out, pointing our heels in. Now notice that just that external rotation, what does that feel like? Does it feel a little bit different in the legs and the hips? And now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put all your weight into your heels and see if you can lift your toes with your, woo, it's a little balancing. Lifting the toes, but pressing your weight into your heels. And I'll do this now, switch. Grip the mat, take your weight out of the heels, maybe even lift up the heels and bend the knees slightly, so balancing on your toe mounds, big toe mounds. And then exhale, lower the heels. Turn the toes back forward, and then sweep the arms up. So again, just trying to keep your feet nice and stable, arms lifting. So bones are sort of stacked over bones, but our body is not symmetrical, so one side may feel a little different than the other. So what we're going to do now is step back with your right foot. So I want everybody to step back with their right foot, hands still in the air. We're going to take our hands forward, either to the top of the chair or to the seat of the chair, keeping that left leg straight, right leg is straight to the knee straight, and we're in pyramid pose. So I want you to think about pulling this left hip back and encouraging the right hip to come forward. So stay here for just a second. Feel that. Now, if you're not feeling enough, if you're feeling too much, hold here. If you're not feeling enough, come here. If you need more, come onto your forearms. So we're going to breathe. Feel the hamstrings. Soften the knees. Don't lock them out. Good. Now, we're going to keep the right hand on the chair. So lift up. And we're going to, again, adjust that left hip back. Take your left arm up. Here's your twist. Encourage the left hip to stay back. Reach up. Left arm touches the sky. Take your left hand back down. Now, hold on to the chair with both hands. Float your right foot up. Encourage your chest to get nice and straight going forward. So you want your chest to be flat and push back through that right foot. All right, now touch down with the right foot. Come back into that pyramid pose. But this time I want you to push way back and come maybe a little lower. So getting a little deeper. Second time, maybe second chances. Sometimes you can find a different edge the second time around. Keep the right hand down, revolve open. Left arm reaches up. Take your left hand back to the chair. Left hand's going to stay down. And now you're going to turn yourself to the right. Left foot is still going to point under the chair. And you're going to lift up your back right leg. Hold onto the chair with your left hand, and maybe you can take the right arm up. So your chest and torso is facing to the right. Reach up with that right arm. Push out through your right leg. This is called half moon pose. And then exhale, we'll step back, warrior two. So adjust your feet. Left knee is still pointing under the chair, pointing to the chair. Reach out your arms. Now we're going to take a peaceful warrior, reverse. Keep the bend in the knee, and then come into extended side angle. So you can see I'm using my left arm to encourage my left knee not to collapse to the right. Back to warrior two. Now straighten your left knee, and we're going to take our left hand to the chair, right arm up. Trikonasana pose. Draw back your left shoulder as you're leaning back and gaze upwards. If this pose bothers you, don't go so low. Just maybe go to here. We don't want any crunchiness in the bones. Now then back into warrior two. Take your right hand down to the chair, step your right foot together, and shake out your hips. Do a little sway. All right, now we're gonna lift up the chest, flat back. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing my hips back, pointing my head forward, just like tabletop. If you were on your knees, we're just standing as opposed to being on our knees for tabletop. Now bend the knees, bend, 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 squat. Lift your arms up, find a balance, and then straighten the legs and reach tall. Exhale the arms down. So we just had the left foot forward, so now we're going to step back with the left foot so the right foot will be forward, finding our pyramid pose. So look at your hips and look at your feet. They should all be facing to the chair. And you want some width between the legs, so at least hip distance apart. If your feet are in the same, like you're on a balance beam, that's not very good for your balance. So you want a little bit of width. All right, so we'll pause here, make sure our feet and our hips are where we want them to be, and then come into that flat back. So hinging at the waist, keeping the spine long. And here, take your options. Hands to the chair, top of the chair, or to the seat of the chair. Encourage your right hip to go back and the left hip to come forward. Taking a deep breath. Now we're going to revolve open. Take your left hand, hold it on the seat or to the chair, and we'll reach up with the right arm. And exhale, lower the right hand. And then we'll come down just a little bit lower. Maybe find a different angle here. Even reaching to the floor. If you're not feeling enough, you can always go to the floor. That nice stretch in the right hamstring. Now lean forward. We're going to float up the left leg. Again, you may want to be higher. Decide what works for you. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can make adjustments. Step back down with the left foot. We're going to revolve open once more. Left hand stays down. Right arm reaches up. Draw back your right hip. Right hand comes down. And we're going to step back with the left leg and find warrior two. So right toes put underneath the chair. You may want to widen your stance or bring your stance closer together. Point your knee forward. Roll your shoulders back. Take your arms out. Turn your right palm up. Reverse it over your head. Keep your legs just as they are, and then come all the way over to your extended side ankle. Now, warrior two. Straighten the right knee. Reach your arms out, so strong arms, and then reach right hand to the chair, left arm up, or reach down, but don't collapse this part of your body. You want to make sure this torso is not like hugging it, but it's lengthening out. So you want big arms. Now bend into the right knee. We're going to come into that half moon pose next. So hand's going to touch, the right hand's going to touch the chair. You're going to push off. Maybe you got to step in just a little bit. And then lift up the left leg. Left leg comes out, push it out away from you. You can also hold on to the top of the seat of the chair. And then option is to reach the left arm up too. So feeling that right there, strong left leg. Bend into your right knee and touch down. We're going to turn ourselves back to the chair. Step your feet together and come into that flat back. So feet just a little bit of distance from the chair. Push your hips back. Suck your belly in. Find a flat back. Now drop your belly, bend your knees. Reach your arms up and then straighten your legs, tall mountain. Exhale the arms down, take them, interlace them behind your back, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest and your heart, smile. Beautiful, roll out the shoulders. Now bring your feet wider than your hips. So mine's gonna be a little bit wider than my mat. If you have a mat below you, just make it your feet a little wider. But if you have smaller hips, your feet don't go so wide. So we're going to take our hands to our hips and come into that flat back again. Then take your hands to the chair and come into that wide-legged fold. So hands can stay on the chair, or you can come onto your forearms, or you can drop your head down. Or you can just come all the way, reaching for the floor, keeping your head on the chair seat. So here's a nice fold for you. Soften your knees, don't block them out. And as we come out of this pose, go nice and slow. Hands back to the chair, hold and lift you up. And now we're going to point our left toes to the left side of the room and bend into that left knee. And then come back up. Bend into the left knee. And back up. One more time. Bend into the left knee. Hold it here. Press your feet down. Option is just hold onto the chair or bring your hands to prayer. Whatever you're doing, smile through it. All right, back up. Turn your left toes back forward, your right toes to the right side of the room. Bend into the knee. Back up. Bend into your right knee. Or left knee, because we just did the right. I'm still mirroring you guys, so it's quite a challenge every day to remember right and left. One more. Bend into that knee. See if you can balance. Imagine you're a surfer. You're on a surfboard. Right. Straighten your knee, turn your toes back forward. And one more time, deep forward fold. Bend the knees so they're not locked out. Hands reach to the floor or hold on to the chair somewhere. All right. We're going to take our time, come up onto your forearms, and toe heel your feet together. So your feet are underneath your hips. Bend your knees. Press down and rise up, tall mountain. Exhale, lower your hands by your hips. We're going to come back into the chair now. So if you want to go to the mat or go to the floor, you're welcome to do that. Or if you want to get back in your chair, come back around and have a seat. We're going to bring our knees towards one another and our feet out so that you can feel your outer shins here. So knees, they may not touch, but just pointing your knees towards one another. And you can see that my heels are not on the ground when I'm trying to do this. Try to squeeze my knees in. And then I'm going to turn my knees out. I'm just going to turn in, turn out. Kind of hanging out on my tippy toes because that's the only way I can do it. I don't think I can do it with my heels down. I got short legs. You can hold on to your knees, give your thighs a little massage. We'll do one more here. Knees point out away from you. Hold on to your knees. Maybe you got to scoot back so you don't fall out and press your heels into the ground. Lean forward, bend your elbows. Encourage your thighs to push out and to get an inner thigh stretch. Now we're going to take this left hand, bring it over here to your right knee, and lean towards the right side of the mat. If you're on your mat, your legs are probably straight or softly bent, coming into that wide-legged. Back through center, and we'll take it to the other side. Right hand to left knee. Encourage your torso to go over your left leg. Now back through center. Toe heel your feet together. And then turn yourself to the right. So left leg is going to be next to the right knee. Lift up your chest. Lift up your head. Press down through your feet and your sit bones, and then reach out your left arm. Encourage it to bring it across your body. Look over your left shoulder, but keep turning use your right hand to hold on to the other side of the chair. So look to the right. If this doesn't feel good in your neck, don't do the twist in the neck. But you're encouraging your body to kind of wring out for that yummy twist. Notice your breathing as you're twisting here. How can you soften? How can you let go just a little bit? And now we'll come back through center. And then walk yourself so that your knees are pointing to the left side of the room. Sit tall. Take your right arm out. Bring it across your chest. Hold onto the chair. Take a twist. So turning your belly button to the back of the room. And then you can, if it feels good in your neck, look over your right shoulder. And now back through center. Lean to the back of your chair and kick your feet out in front of you. Point and flex your feet. You're laying on your mat. You can do this laying down. Just lift your feet up into the air. And then we're adding the arms. So we'll reach your arms behind you, starting to make your body as long as you can. Point your toes away. And then we're going to lower the hands, lower the knees, and hug into a little ball. Inhale, reach out and up. Point your toes away from you. Big stretch. Exhale, round and hug in. Inhale, reach out. Point your toes away, reach your arms behind you. Last one. All the way, hug it in. Get a little tighter, a little smaller. Now reach out and up. This is your last big stretch, and then we're going to move into Shavasana. Exhale, relax the arms down. If you're in your chair, you might want to just slide yourself forward so the shoulders and everything can get nice and comfortable and relaxed. Straighten out your legs or have the knees slightly bent, depending on what feels good to you. You can place your hands on your lap or your palms facing up. Close your eyes for a moment. Scan your body and notice how you feel. What does it feel like after movement? And then coming into stillness. This is an important part of the practice. Important part of life is to kind of unplug for a moment. Just relax, not having so much going on around you and in you, but rather find inner peace, stillness. So take this next moment or two for yourself to relax and to find ease. without moving, without doing anything at all. Just feel your body, the outline of your body. Feel your right hand, feel your left hand. Feel your right foot and your left foot. Feel your head, your face. Feel your eyes, your mouth. Feel how solid you are. Now feel your heart. Notice how soft your heart is, how loving your heart is. Now begin to notice your breathing again. Take a deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Do that 2 more times. Breathe in. Sigh it out. Last one. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Begin to wake up your body by making some small movements, rocking yourself side to side, whether it's with your head, your hips, anything that feels good, just to kind of get some movement back, slowly moving. And then when you're ready, you can make bigger movements. If you're on the ground, roll to one side. If you're in your chair, maybe come back to sitting up tall. We'll finish out our practice bringing our hands together, resting your thumbs on our heart. Bow your head towards your fingers. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering. May the thoughts and words and actions of my own life contribute to the happiness and freedom and equanimity for all. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning. Namaste. Thanks, guys.
Namaste.
Namaste. I'm going to unmute everybody.